Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is tmaaz. This is the construction zone. How the heck are you? How's your day going? Hope everything's going well for you. As you can see on the big screen here behind me, we are going to be getting into some house flipper today. And as the title of the stream says, we're doing a little interior design. We have to finish working on the Huckster house. We got pretty close to finishing it up, but we need to start putting the finishing touches on it and getting it organized and getting it ready to sell. So yeah. Oh, hey Dutch, how are you? It's good to see you. I lost my internet, so I'll be behind the phone. Oh, okay. Hi Rose. Well, fancy seeing you here. It has been a very long time since we have talked. At least 10 minutes, I believe. That's funny. Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's head over to the workshop. There we go. All right. Yeah, so we are going to, we're going to be, it's probably going to take us the rest of the stream to be able to finish designing this house. We have quite a bit of work to do. So yeah, we, let's see, do I have everything set up? I believe I do. Yeah, we should be able to go ahead and just jump into things here. I will actually set my coffee cup down so we can get some work done. There we go. That's better. All right, let's go ahead and get into the project here. All right. We are back at the Huckster house. It is a beautiful cloudless day here in whatever the name of this town is. Yeah, let's go ahead and head inside here. All of our supplies are still outside from the work we've been doing. Hold on one second. There we go. I realized the birds weren't chirping. All right. Let's see. Look, 10 minutes is a long time, okay? So yeah, so this is the Huckster house. We basically went through the house and just put in the absolute basics. We got window coverings up. We got some basic furniture set up. We got some lights installed, like in here, in the kitchen. We got the kitchen, the basic necessities in here. The streaming room we actually finished up. In fact, if we come inside here and turn the overhead light back off, the whole streaming setup is nice, and it's a nice RGB system. We got our good vibes only neon sign here, but yeah, the streaming room is completely set up now. Got some nice soundproofing on the walls. Got a nice giant screen for streaming. We got a little camera up there on the shelf. Yeah, so, and of course the energy drink on the desk, because of course you'd have an energy drink on the desk. Oh, did I not? I didn't turn the laptop on. There we go. All right, so yeah, the streaming room's done. Close that. The garage, we have up, and again the light is, yeah, these little skinny lights don't work for some reason until you move them, and then suddenly they turn on. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, we've got some posters up in the garage. We've got our bike out here, some tires and doodads and whatnot. So the garage is all ready to go. The main bathroom, while I joked that it is rather sterile, I did try to add some splashes of color in here. But yeah, it's a very monochromatic room. just black and white. And then the bedroom in here, you got the sliding glass door that overlooks the pool. You got some plants in here. There's some very basics. Unfortunately, we realized that this bed is big enough and the room small enough that we couldn't fit nightstands in here. So we have a nightstand problem. Let's see. Notes down. Streaming room for battle. When are we starting our friendly competition? Oh yeah, Dutch and I are gonna have to sit down and talk about that. We'll have to figure that out. But yeah, we just need to figure out logistics and whatnot. But yeah, so this room, again, basic. The master bath in here. Got a little organizational thing behind the door here. Fairly quiet and simple. Heated towel racks and whatnot. So yeah, so this part of the house is done. Now we haven't done anything with the outside here. If we had more latitude, I would probably take that fence down, and I would probably take all these bushes out, and I would probably put a garage back here if this was my place. However, since we don't have that kind of latitude here and they really don't let you do a lot with the outside, we will probably, at least as far as like building new structures or whatnot. Oh, we can put this inside now. Go on. I can't put it on the bed? Why can't I put the stuffed animal on the bed? That's odd. Alright, we'll just leave it there. Didn't I tell you I don't like kids? Did I mention I don't have kids? Okay, so our customers are rather unhappy that I brought that in the house. In the hopes of a strong and independent woman, there is no room for stuff for little snots. She actually said that. That was a thing that came out of her mouth. Wow. Wow. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, so the bedroom's done here. We'll close that up. There used to be a closet here, but it was very weird and had some problems, so oh, you can see it on the mini map up there. There's some dead space back there. There used to be a room back there. We kind of hid it. So our next projects for tonight's stream, we are going to deck out the kitchen. We are going to finish the dining area. We will finish up the living room, and hopefully by the end of stream, we will be able to sell this property. I don't remember, and maybe Dutch can speak to this. Is there a way to see what I've spent so far? Like, is there a way to see like a running total? Store, buyers, perks, camera. I don't think it's there. Is it here? Okay, so if I hit sell the house, but if I click this, it's going to actually put the house on auction. I won't have a chance to. There's no saving throw once you do that. Oh, it's just, but it's in the selling screen as you auction. Okay, so we can't see until we're done. All right. So, okay. let's work on the kitchen. We kind of have an interesting cross here between the oak, or the wood base, the dark metal, and we've got the exposed brick wall, which I really enjoy. I like that. I mean, I would be happy with a kitchen like this. This is pretty cool. I think the light's a little too bright, but we don't have a lot of choices there. Oh, you can. Oh, I could deny the auction, but then I'd lose. Yeah, I'd lose $2,000 for stopping the auction. Okay, that's right. Okay. So it's very expensive to learn how much you've spent so far. Huh. All right, so let's get to the design work. I'm thinking, yeah, we can put some stuff out on the island, and then around the edges we'll probably have, like, you know, your usual accoutrements, like coffee maker and whatnot. Let's go to design. Let's go to accessories, kitchen. All right, we've got the very first thing that comes up is all the vampire stuff. That's funny. Let's see. Rose, naked kitchen wall. Glass. Drop of life. Okay, there's a cutting board. That almost matches the cabinets, so I think that might be a little much. That'll work. We'll put that over here for right now. Set a cutting board down. Let's go back. Let's see. There's some random bottles. That tureen is really pretty. I like that design. Very kind of old. That looks like an antique that you would get handed down. Rose, what? The walls are naked. Uh-huh. That's funny. Oh, there's a whole set of those dishes. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, an espresso cup. Nice. Cappuccino cup. Okay. Bowls, dishes. A bread box. Metal coasters. That seems like something that would be out on the bar, like, say, over here. I think something's going to be back in the corner there, something taller. Let's see, we've got a lot of dishes. Bread box, okay. I'm thinking, yeah, black and silver. I think that works. Let's see, not near a heat source. It would probably be over here. We'll set it over here for right now. Can you actually open it? Oh, you can. Nice. What am I gonna cook for you? I would make you some soup. Yeah, I would make you some soup in the tureen. Homemade soup. I wouldn't just like open a can of soup and put it in there. I'd actually make some soup. Let's see. We've got a bowl of fruit. That's always nice. Why did that bowl turn silver? There we go. We'll set that up there. Nice bowl of apples. Let's see. You want flowers. Okay. Alright. Let's see. We got napkins. Those will be for the table out there. Okay. There we go. Some utensils for the kitchen. I'm thinking like that. And those would go next to the stove. There we go. Let's see. Oh, you got some, the usual like spice jars and whatnot. They have Susan jars, Ega jar, L-bag jar. I think each one of these you can decide what's in it. Yeah. Let's see how much room we have before we start putting those out. Oh, there's the giant bowl of fruit. I've used that one before. I won't select it, but this thing's gargantuan. Here, let's just like here, you got fruit for days. All right, let's see. Oh, kettle. Have to have a kettle. Absolutely have to have a kettle. All right, let's rotate that around. There we go. Let's see. Glasses, sugar. Okay. We've got tins that we could put out. There's a hanging towel, a wok. I think this should be... Oh, no, I didn't want that. And then... that should work. Like over here. All right. No heating my tea water in the microwave. Aw, but that's how we do things here in America. We heat our tea in the microwave. I can't say that with a straight face. I know basically everyone from pretty much every other country is screaming at their screen right now. How dare you, sir? I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize now. Let's see, a dish rack. Set that. Yeah, that'll work. Like so. Well, you're wrong. Let's see. We got a shelf for utensils. Now, this shelf has always confused me because it's so big. It looks great. It's got all this stuff on it. I'm like, I always want to use this. It just looks so cool. And then I get it and I'm like, it's gigantic. I'm like, where am I going to put this thing? I only have a tiny bit of wall space that's even big enough to hold it. It's huge. And stick it up on the ceiling. I don't know where I could put that thing. Stop ruining tea for everyone. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's a teapot. Oh, there's the knife. A knife block. We can put that. Oops. Did it again. There we go. All right. Stand for cutting boards. A kitchen knife. We will. There we go. All right. I don't know. Rose. We can't send Rose to timeout. Let's see. Containers. Okay, there is a $112 coffee maker. That's a bit pricey. And it's actually more of an espresso machine, but let's see. We're gonna put that over here by the. There we go. It has been 5 months, 23 days, 20 hours, and 18 minutes that I have not banned Rose, even if she's done something to deserve it. And Dutch also has no longer been timed out by Nightbot being overly sensitive to his use of exclamation marks. Yeah, it got very picky there. For a while, it just was just unhappy. No, okay, so that's not a thing. No, that's definitely not what I was looking for. Are there not any more? I would have swore there was, I would have swore there were more appliances. I don't know, I feel like there were more. So glass. Wow. Rose is getting very upset that she doesn't have flowers in the kitchen. Glass, black, coffee beans by now. We will set these. Over here. And then we will do sunflower seeds. And then we will do buckwheat. There we go. We got some jars. No. No, you'll get some flowers. so we got some jars. We got that on the let's see. I am looking for I thought there's a set of these, yeah. So primary color. So there's tea, coffee, and love. Those are the three things that you can get bottled. Tea, coffee, and love. No. Tea, coffee, and love. Okay. See, I don't see, like, they don't have a what is it I'm looking for? Not a drying rack for dishes, but like a display rack for dishes. Like sometimes you'll see those in houses where people have like a thing where you can just walk up and grab the plates or bowls or whatever. It's on like a almost like a stacking kind of thing. It's really hard to describe, but they don't have it in here. Kind of like a dish rack, but like a it's almost like a serving dish rack. Not for like washing and drying dishes, but that you just you that's where you put them instead of in a cabinet. Almost like a little shelving kind of thing, but usually it's made out of metal. Containers, hobbies, kits. Let's try this. Let's go back. Just go to decorations, because if I don't put flowers, workshop. Yeah, that's true. I need to go to the workshop. Okay, well, we are going to put, we're going to get a nice plant, nice tall plant, and a nice tall, well, what about one of these? Do these come in a little itty bitty size? How big is that? How about that, Rose? Is that good? Just like over, like, just like out here in the middle of the room. I think that works. I mean, I kind of like that. Wait, where can I put this? It's so big. Oh, I can't put it there. Okay, I can put it there. Yeah, I'll get one of the wider ones probably and put one on either side there. That'll be nice. That's too big too. That is what she's. Oh boy. Just a reminder to folks, this is an 18 and over stream. We do require that you have to be 18. If you are not 18 years or older, please do make your way to the exits and cover your eyes on the way there. Let's see. Oh, this is a nice little plant. What about this? It won't fit in the corner. It's too broad. Let's try something a little thinner. Same height. Oh, what about like a whatever this is? Plant.
You have reached the voicemail box of...
Oh, come on, you were happy a second ago. Alright, how does this... I need to rotate this thing. Okay, there's no nice way to put this up there. It sticks out in all the wrong ways. Are there no flowers in a vase? I don't believe so. Let's see. There's... let's look here. Let's do this. We'll go here and we'll search for vase or vase. There are a lot of vases, but no flowers in vase.
The person you're trying to reach is not available right now.
No. So we'd have to do plants, small.
If you need further assistance, enter pound now.
I think we were looking at this one. Can I do it without the base? No, the base. Yeah, I have a choice of small or large base. Let's see. This one is a nice small kind of decorative, won't fit in the corner plant. Mother of let's see. Now these I usually put in on the window ledge. Come over here, rotate. And then grab the next one, and we have our own fresh herbs, which I think is, oops, picked the wrong thing. Which I think is fantastic to have if you can get them. It's really nice to have. Let's see, and then we'll grab the last one. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And then over here. That's where herbs go. Apparently they just go on the window ledge. Hi, James. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. All right, so we will go here. Let's see. Small plant. A mint plant. How about a little bit of mint? Just sitting up here. Now that looks too small. But I still want the mint. I guess I don't. No. Let's see. What about basil? Can we fit basil in the corner? Nobody puts basil in the corner. Oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize for that now. No, that wasn't working either. What about this fern? Oh. Different color. No. All right, that's, yeah, it's not flowers, but but it's something. All right, is that centered up? Yeah, that's pretty centered. Okay. We now need. What about a cacti? Don't really have room. I need something for this back corner. Like, it would be really nice, like a food processor or something to that extent. tmaaz is our slumlord trash king. Shame. Aww. Dutch has left the chat. Let's see. All right, so they've got this one. That's really hard to reach, though. I guess if I turned it and left it sitting out a little bit. Yeah, I guess that'll work. That is just slightly off center. That's really gonna bug me. There we go. There we go. Like that. When we gonna... Is there a toaster? I don't know if there's a toaster. Let's see if there's a toaster. Like a toaster would be a good thing to have. Tenera toaster. That's not what I was anticipating. There we go. It was turned a weird direction. Why is it so dirty? It's brand new. Why is it dirty on the top? I do appreciate it being black. That kind of fits with the whole vibe going on here, but okay, so the toaster should be over here by the bread. So I think these jars are gonna have to go on the other side. So let's set the toaster there for now. And we'll put these like over here. Then we'll grab the toaster. Okay, that's starting to feel a little better. Okay. Those are so... Remember when this was family friendly? I'm just, you know, hey, there was a time. There was a time. Okay, so we got our dish rack. Let's see. I'm thinking of my kitchen. What else is in my kitchen? Because there's a different kind of toaster. It's more the kind with the door on the front, but I do have one of those. The microwave. Let's see, what else is in the kitchen? Cookbooks. No cookbooks. Okay. Are there books that we can make act like they're cookbooks? Sure. We'll just... quick, easy, and delicious. There you go. We're just gonna act like these are cookbooks. And where's the best place to put paper? In between two items that get really hot. Cause that's a good idea. Oh boy. Oh yeah, like tea towel. Okay, yeah, towel. All right, that makes sense. Let's go towel. I believe there is like an individual hanging towel. Now, can I hang it from? No, no. Okay, I can hang it back there, like that. Okay, that kind of works. Oven gloves. Oh, oven gloves. They have. Now, would they call them? I bet they would call them gloves. No, everything vanished. Okay, no oven mitts either. Quick, easy, and delicious. Rose. Yeah, guess whose Fortnite name's getting changed soon? Maybe. Oh yeah, like a little. Yeah. Like a little one of these little. That's way too big, I bet. I think they actually call it a mat. Yeah, these are the smaller ones. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's got paw prints on it. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Yeah, I like that. Maybe a small rug for the floor in front of the sink. Kitchen roll? Do they have rolling pins? No. Do they have biscuits? No. Food. I cannot do that now. What is happening? What is this? Back. Whoa, things got really weird there for a second. I'm not sure what all that blank stuff was. That was weird. Okay, let's try that again. Food. There we go. Canned food, large. No, that's not. Mixer. No mixer. No appliances, at least not under the name appliance. Let's try. Occasional. Are there any holiday items that resemble food? A box of pralines. Oh, there's a gingerbread house. That's cute. No. That's lights, furniture, electronic equipment. There's an old TV, an old radio. Arcade games, stereo, computer equipment, ceiling fan. Water heater. No, I don't think there's any appliances. Go to electrical. Okay. Accessories. Kitchen. All right, so that's, yeah, there's like the cutting boards, the tureens, bread box, we already have that. Some glasses. Let's see. Oh, milk jug. That's really small. I was expecting that to be like twice that size. That's interesting. these jugs. That made me laugh. Okay, so we're gonna move this over here. There we go. Okay, next to the cooking and whatnot. All right, so now we are going to do really quick. I need, oh, where is it? Let's go back. I want decorations, plants. And I want a small. Just the fact that I said that word. Let's see, fern. Okay, I need to see how big this is. Nope, that's not that's the one that's in the corner over there. Okay, so I want, let's go back. Do they have? Okay, those are hanging. All right. So let's get like here. All right, and then those are big. That's the small one. Oh, I can't make it lower. That's frustrating. Okay, anyway. Oh well, it was worth a shot. I hate that there are no flowers in this game. Sunflowers are your favorite. I did not sing the McDonald's song. I am almost certain that I didn't sing the McDonald's song this time. Let's excuse me. Let's see. I think we've got plenty of stuff in the kitchen. It looks like a well-used, not well-used, it looks like a laid-out kitchen. There are flowers. tmaaz is just not picking them. The flowers are all outdoorsy. If we go to decorations, plants, there aren't like flowers in vases. There are living plants like these. But not like a thin, tall vase with like roses or something in it. Those I haven't seen. Let's try this. Yeah, when I type in flowers, it gives me paintings. Again, it's because I don't have the. Oh, you liked that plant? Okay, hold on. Let's go back. Where was that? That was this one. And we'll do it in. There we go. And we will put this plant. Maybe that'll be our corner flower. And this can be over here on the other end. There we go. Flowers in the corner. Mint out here. Purple ones with a black pot. Or not this one. we can get rid of this one too. Okay, so purple, let's see, blue, pastel, pink. Violet. Okay, so violet. And a black pot, like that. you didn't pick the pro. She got mad at me. Okay, there. Okay, so we got that. All right, so I think the kitchen is pretty well laid out. Now in here, I'm gonna kind of go overboard with the plants. I really like these wall units. Hello? There we go. There we go. That works. I like that. That's cool. So that's my corner where I live. Okay, so I want now, let's go back. Standing decoration. No, that's too stark. Let's look at the other decorations. What about this one? Perfect. All right. And now we we need a little something here. Oh wait, it's the table. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 6 place settings. So I believe if I go here and type in, yeah. Okay, so this one, I want something kind of like a neutral, like a softer shade. Let's see. I don't think, look at that dining room. Rose. that is not what that was. Oh man. All right. Teal looks too bright. I think I want a darker color. Now let's go back to these. Okay, something like this. Okay, feeling better about that. Okay. Still looks really bright. Come on. There we go. 50 Shades of Team. I don't know what's even happening anymore. Let's see. All right, back. Cups, folding cups. Oh, those are trophies. Now let's go to accessories, kitchen. There we go. Alright, so we got plates out. Okay, this just seems like a new song and I'm really digging it. I like this. Alright, let's see. They don't line up with the chairs. I know they don't line up with the chairs. I'm getting there. James just types McDonald's. That was not. I have not sung the McDonald's song. Search glasses. All right, hold on, you guys. Okay, glasses. Okay, I searched glasses. We have sunglasses or coasters. I don't know why. I don't know why that's what it gives me. Rose is now angry because I haven't lined up the place settings. Rose, did you redeem 100 rivets just so you can highlight the message to tell me? Okay, hold on. We're gonna get everything aligned here. Oh, okay. Search glass. Okay. Yeah, there are cabinets with glass doors. There's glass for windows. And then we've got some like wine glasses. Photo broken glass. That's new. My favorite song is not I'm Loving It by Ronald McDonald. Yeah, there are wine glasses, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna line everything up so Rose isn't angry. Okay, so all right, there. No, that's still a little off. Okay. There we go. Okay. I am not singing the McDonald's song. We can go back and look at the tape. I'm not singing the McDonald's song. The McDonald's song, and I'm gonna do it this one time. The McDonald's song is ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and I'm not singing that. You guys crack me up. All right, let's see. Wait, why is Rose saying "Oh my God" at me? What did I do wrong? What? I lined it up. It's lined up. Yeah, you guys. You're so funny. All right, so we are still under glass here. We're going to grab the red wine glasses. Let's see. I need over here. Oops, put that in the wrong place. Hold on. There we go. Now I gotta go back and grab the wine glasses again. There. 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 All right, and so on the other side, now we need drinking glasses. All right, we have... Rose is no longer angry. I have got the glasses lined up, okay. Not angry, she was upset. Let's do low glass, okay. Well, these are the ones that light up like... Yeah, these are the ones that I have in my house that actually light up. For some reason, they catch so much light, they look like candles. All right, so yeah, see? Even when the light's off, they glow. I missed the entire conversation just because I'm trying to clip it. All right, hold on. I'm going to, oh wait, I need to do it on the other computer because we found out if I watch a clip while I'm streaming, if I watch my stream in my own stream, I almost crashed my computer last time. So I'm going to watch it on my feedback monitor here. Let me... Okay, I'm gonna have to pause the music though so I can hear it. All right, so I'll do that. Oh, for God's sake. You clipped me explaining the song. Oh. You did that on purpose. I should really go to bed feeling like one of tmaaz's low-rate McDonald's songs. Ow! Ouch! What did I do to deserve that? Okay, I need silver. Do we not call it silverware? What do we call it? Oh, utensils. Oh, no, apparently we don't call it utensil either. Okay, decorations? No. Accessories, kitchen. Okay, here we go. Knife. Burger King? Just search spoon. I like Burger King. Burger King's good. 1, 2. Okay, so I can only have 2 spots. So the knife has to go on that side. There we go. And then go back here. Oh, Wendy's. Yeah, I like Wendy's. Wendy's actually makes, I think it's like on their dollar menu, they make like a bacon cheeseburger. It's like a little tiny one, but it's still, it's actually pretty good. So if you're, if you're trying to go on the cheap, the dollar menu is the way to go. Oh, I forgot to look at what name that was on that knife. Oh, it's just knife. It's not listed as one of the brands. Okay, so we need a matching fork and spoon here. Arty teaspoon, Arty table fork. Okay, let's do Arty spoon. 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 We all like the spoon. What? Spoon. 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 Let's see. I want to try In-N-Out. Oh, you know, this is going to be controversial, but I think In-N-Out is good. I don't think In-N-Out is as huge as it's made out to be. But then again, to be fair, I think the same thing about a lot of the big, like the more, like, I don't know what you'd call it, the more trendy like hamburger places that have come out, like Five Guys. It's good. Smash Burger. It's good. Have I had a better burger? Yeah. I mean, you know. But some of them, like Smash Burger, their French fries, they do like garlic French fries. Those are ridiculous. Those are really good. Let's see. Yeah, table fork. There we go. Buy that. Do that and that. And one more. All right, our place settings are out. Now we need something nice right in the middle of the table. Maybe some flowers. Oh, Rose, you like Five Guys. Okay, cool. Rose. Rose. Rose, does it upset you that my favorite burger at my favorite restaurant has... Oh, James, I know exactly what you're talking about. I am going to guess it's the Red Robin. Oh, what is the name of it? The Red Robin. Yeah, one of their burgers has pineapple on top of it, and I tried it once, and it was ridiculously good. Rather expensive for a hamburger, but it was really good. Let's see, a centerpiece for the table. I may have to go back up to plants. I don't think they do centerpieces. Yeah, let's do back decorations. How big is this peacock statue? Just put a random peacock statue in the middle of the table. Have you tried putting broccoli on pizza? Oh no, yeah, that's... Yeah, if it's cooked like really well, yeah. Rose is like, I'm slightly less outraged, but still outraged. Rose has now clipped my spoon song. Wait, Dutch, what did I do now? I didn't even sing a song this time. I'm just getting in trouble left and right. Something for the... Oh, this is nice. Is there a small one or is this gigantic? Yeah, that can't go on the table. Okay. Is there a small sculpture? Is there a small dog sculpture? I pressed the wrong button. I want the base to be black. And I want the... Okay. That'll work. Broccoli needs to be roasted. It's not steamed. Interesting. Okay. Oh, Dutch, the broccoli on pizza. I know that broccoli on pizza is not considered typical. America seems to be not America, the United States, North America. We seem to be going through this phase, I would say within the past like 10 years or so, where literally anything that has been normal or typical in the kitchen has kind of been thrown out the window, and they're trying just anything now. It's literally like anything goes. Like, we're putting this with this. I honestly think they have a hat that just has food in it, and they're just taking ingredients out of the hat and then like, we're gonna do Spam with bananas and cranberry sauce. Okay, let's try that. And just, yeah, it's just bizarre. But it has been kind of interesting because some interesting things have come out of it. Yeah, a lot of it has been kind of awful, but there have been, you know, it's always going to be hit or miss, but some of it's been all right. Mashed potato pizza. Now that is concerning. Mashed potato pizza. That's very strange. Oh, interesting. But Rose is like, okay, I'm listening. There's no tomato sauce on mashed potato pizza. Dutch is trying to save Rose now. No, don't do it. It's a trap. All right. I'm thinking that we need like a bookshelf. Just a little bookshelf. We don't need to get too carried away. Yeah, like a low A low bookshelf. I think it's too wide, though. Yeah, I want it to be like half that width, because this is there. And unfortunately, the thinner ones are much taller. Jar Jar Binks is waiting for you with that pizza. Wow. I do love, I love potatoes in pretty much any format. I love mashed potatoes. I love potato skins. I love stuffed potatoes. You know, grilled, fried, hash browns. A good set of hash browns in the morning, that can change your day. It is so yummy. Instead of sauce, it's typically ricotta cheese and mozzarella. Then mashed potato with garlic bacon on a pizza crust. Okay, Jay, my interest is piqued. That's an interesting combo. I can get on board with double carbs. Right. tmaaz prefers them thick and wide, not tall and skinny. Got it. Oh yeah, hash browns. There is a place, and I'm just gonna give them some free advertising. I don't care. I know the owners. I absolutely love them and adore them. In Boulder, Colorado, if you're ever in Boulder, Colorado, there's a little mom and pop diner. It's literally like, I think it's like 500 square feet. It's this little tiny mom and pop restaurant, but it's called the Village Coffee Shop. And it's right by the CU campus, the University of Colorado Boulder campus. Little mom and pop diner. I know the folks who own it. The hash browns that they make there, I have never tasted hash browns as good before or since. They are amazing. And they make breakfast burritos that are like the size of your arm. They're just amazing. So yeah, if you ever get a chance, if you're ever in Boulder, Colorado, you gotta go to Village Coffee Shop. Awesome, wonderful people. And tell them I sent you. They'll be happy. All right, so let's see. I was doing, these are shelves. Old-fashioned hanging shelves, garage shelves. Y'all come visit me in Connecticut. We have the best pizza. Okay. You know what? If you guys wanted to meet at Village Coffee Shop, I would go out of my way to meet you guys at Village Coffee Shop. I would definitely do that. I would take time off work, and I would go out there and I would meet you guys there. Old-fashioned hanging shelf. That's an interesting contraption there. What does that look like on the wall? Okay, it's exactly as wide as the doorway. Interesting. Maybe I need another plant thing here. Maybe that'll work. Let's try that. And because I'm standing between the rooms, there we go. I needed to stand on one side or the other of this wall to make the lights turn on. James, I really need to go. It's starting to feel rough. Okay. James, thank you so much for coming in. I know you're not feeling well, and it really means a lot to me that you stopped by. I really hope you start feeling better soon. Please take care of yourself and eat all the soups and all the good stuff and get some rest. And yeah, I'm sure we'll talk to you tomorrow, and you can pick on me some more about my McDonald's songs. let's, okay, so I said I was going to go back here, and I was going to go to back, go accessories, no, back, decorations, plants. Okay, and so now I want another one of these things. Version A, let's try version B. What size is this one? Oh, do they make it just slightly thinner? How wide was that? It's 1 by 1.5. They have 1 by 2. 1 by 2.7. Oh, that's still, yeah, 2.7. They have half by 1, half by 1.5. They have 1 by 1. Oh, that's like literally a hanging thing. Okay. I don't know. I kind of dig that. What the heck? Yeah, we're just going full out on the greenery here. Let's see. Rose, I should also sleep because it's, oh my god, it's after 2 in the morning. Rose, again, thank you. Thank you for I think we've talked more today than we ever have between playing Fortnite and everything. But thank you for a wonderful day. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for the games. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. And I hope you have sweet dreams. And I hope that that work isn't too rough tomorrow after staying up with us. But until then, please sleep well, and I will we'll chat with you in the morning. I just realized, hold on one second, I need to jump out of the game. I just realized that open captioning is stuck again. And I guess this is as good a time as any. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this so that it catches back up. I'm going to be switching to closed captioning. I don't know how soon, but I am going to be removing the open captioning, and I'm going to be switching to Twitch's built-in, their built-in closed captioning system. So if you do need the captions, from that point forward, you'll need to start using those. I want to keep using Web Captioner because they tend to be more accurate. Even they're still off, but they tend to be more accurate. And I do like having them built into the video so that no matter where you watch it, it has captions on it. But it's just, it keeps getting stuck and keeps having problems. All right, night, Rose. Sleep well. Yeah, and so I'm gonna be switching over to the closed captioning system. And so probably not Friday, probably not the next stream, but I think next week. The open captioning won't be on screen anymore. And I do apologize for all the hassles I've had with it. It has just been a nightmare to get it to actually, and it's stuck again. Yeah, it's stuck again. There. Okay. Maybe it'll work for 5 minutes before it gets stuck again. I don't know why it keeps doing this, and I've gotten no answers from the company as to why it keeps doing this. And so I have no choice. I'm going to have to switch to closed captioning. But I'm adamant that there is some version of captioning on the videos, so I will do my best to get those on there, and get that squared away. So we will get back to the game here. And for those of you watching live, if you're using the captions, I do apologize that they're not working. and they won't work on the VOD either, but by the time the video is posted on YouTube, I will have transcribed I transcribe the videos, and I'll add the closed captioning myself so that it's on the videos. Okay, so back to the game. We're gonna take that down. Okay, so we added the plants, we added I believe this room is essentially done at this point. So kitchen's done, dining area's done. Before we get much further, there we go. I think a nice patio set out here would be good. Excuse me, sorry. So let's go ahead and look at furniture. Oh wait, outdoor furniture. I've used the Beset table before and I really liked it. It looked really sharp with the Beset chairs. Yeah, I really liked this set. Alright, and we'll grab the chairs. And we'll do the same thing. We'll have, let's see, the fabric. There we go. That's one. Two. Three. Four. All right, got an outdoor seating. A little outdoor seating action going on there. I think we could have maybe a couple lounge chairs out here. That should work. Let me know when you have some time to go. Yeah, absolutely, Dutch. Yeah, we'll set up some time for the two of us to sit down and talk and get everything squared away, because I want to make sure that, you know, it's something that works for your schedule and mine as well. And that we kind of figure out exactly what it is we're going to do. But I'm actually really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I think folks will enjoy it, and I think both of us probably will too. So, all right. I thought I saw, yeah, some of these. We'll just grab some of these. There we go. Flip them around this way. Why am I getting the no-go sign? Oh, maybe I was too close to the pool. No. Alright, so we'll do like one. Well, I keep forgetting I can walk on the pool. I'm thinking like 3 on this side. 2, we'll come down a little further. 3. Yeah, some nice lounge chairs. And I'm thinking over here will be the grill. I don't think that's in the furniture. Nope, I don't see it. I think we just have to search grill. There we go. That one's sharp. turn that around this way. There we go. We got our outdoor grill. Shoot me a message when you can. Maybe it's PC. Okay. Definitely will do. Alright, so we've got a grill. We've got a place to sit. We've got some chairs for sunning. Maybe you can throw a lazy hammock in the corner here. I like hammocks. They're kind of hard to get in and out of, but well, they're comfortable once you get in there. There we go. And we'll do... Yeah, that looks good. And we'll kind of rotate that like so. That works. What else? Yeah, I think that kind of, because there's there's some room down here. Yeah, that we could plant flowers or something, but I don't know. I feel like the back's already pretty finished. So we'll do that. And how are we doing on time? Alright, we're doing pretty good. We're about halfway through. So what we can do is we can finish this room up and then maybe go outside and like continue work on the outside of the house. So alright, so let's see. On this little kind of end table we have here, I'm thinking another plant. Decorations, plants. Oh wait, no, I want small. I like that. That's neat. The frame should be black. Oh, that's really small. Oh, how cute. that actually would go up here nicely. Sorry, I was trying to get adjusted to center that up. Yeah, that works. Okay, I want something a little larger over here. Yeah, maybe like one of these ferns. Maybe not obviously not a hanging one, but so the frame is black. Okay, can I turn this? There we go. That'll work. Alright. It's starting to feel significantly more cozy in here. Alright, things that typically go on the coffee table. We need like a decorative... I'm thinking like a decorative bowl of some kind. Oh, this would be a nice place to put that. Yeah, I changed my mind. mid thought stream there. Yeah. That almost feels too big. Oh, but up here it would work. Yeah, it's too big for that smaller table. It overpowers it. Yeah, that works. That's nice. Okay, so again, we're still looking at something for the coffee table here. Let's try. This. No, that may actually work on that table. No, it still feels just slightly too big. What if it didn't have anything in it? Would it still feel too big? Yeah, it still feels just slightly too big. Decorations. We already used 2 of those. That's too big. How big is this? The base should be black. There you go. It looks like it looks like a handle on top of the. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's see. Wall decorations of various kinds. I'm half tempted. Nice. I was not expecting that to work as well as it did. That's really cool. All right, I like that. Let's see. Oh, decorative plate. Maybe something like. I'm feeling it's like one of these, maybe. Oh, that's on a stand. They're all on stands. Okay, that's not gonna work. That's unfortunate. It'd be nice if you could choose either on or off the stand. Oh, there you go. Just like that. What? Why is it upside down? So it can be on a wall or flipped upside down? Why upside down? I'm so confused right now. Why is that upside down? Okay, what about this one? Same thing, upside down. It can be hung on a wall, but it can't just be... It can't just sit there. Dutch, Dutch is like, what the hell is that? Yeah, I don't understand. Hanging decorative plate. So if it's a hanging decorative plate, why does it face down if it's on something? It'll hang on the wall, but when you go over a table, it lays face down. I am very confused. Okay, lots of carpets. Room screens, those are kind of nice. Oh, marble columns. I actually have nowhere near that price, and it's really small. It's like it's bare. I think it's not much more than, oh, I don't know, thigh high. It's probably like, you know, it's not very high, but I actually have and it's not marble. It's just made out of like plaster or something, but it looks like an ancient Roman column. I just always thought it was really cool, and I like the architecture of it, so I picked one up for the. I probably got it at like a thrift store or something. I like it though. Begonias. What about begonias? That's a giant thing of begonias. No. That's even too big to fit on that little side table over there. Okay. Lichen wall panels. Carpets. Ceiling beams. Oh, that's cool. Could put in I don't care. Cedar, sure. Rotate them. Could put in like old school ceiling beams. Although I would expect them to be bigger. Yeah, those are kind of cool. Let's see. The classic golden Karen statue. I think that's going on the mantle. We would like to thank the Academy. There we go. Okay, what's next? Oh, these are nice. The flower stands, I like these. Those would actually work outside too. The city posters, I like those. Gustav Klimt, the very, very famous Kiss picture. Animal skin rugs, carpets, holographic plants. more plants. Oh. Let's see. If I don't find something pretty soon, I'm going to do the classic. This is where we put the donkeys. Let's see. I think we could actually go with the large bowl. Let's go for the large one. Yep, perfect. And then I click the wrong button again. Okay. Very simple, very clean. We're going to come over here and we're going to I kind of want to reserve that place for a nice big painting. So maybe this will go over here. Yeah, I want to put a painting up here on the wall. So let's see. We need... I am so bummed that I didn't see that earlier to put in the kitchen. I know Rose wanted flowers, but this would have been really good in that spot. All right, something to break up all the height over here. There. Oh, let's see. One second. Okay. All right, there we go. Get back to the game. I do apologize. That. Let's look at something else. Oh, there we go. Some photos. Gotta have the framed cat photo. Every house. Very important that we have a framed photo of that cat. And we will add the nice couple. They look very happy. All right. And we will add the I'm on vacation picture. Go. Trying to remember. I believe there is a remote control. There is. Here's the really funny thing. There's not going to be a TV in here. I'm gonna put the remote up there and there's not gonna be a TV. Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Welcome. What extra DLC do you have? I feel like you have a lot of additional furniture and decorations. Excuse me. I have all of the DLCs, so that's the luxury, the I think there's like a holiday one. Let me look at the there we go. Let me look at the thing here. I think it tells me on the list. I don't have the pets and I don't have the farm one. But I have... Let's see if I can find where it says what the DLCs are. Yeah, I don't have like the PC simulator. I don't have that. There's the luxury DLC, the garden DLC, and the HGTV. But I do not have the farm, the pets, or like the PC building or any of those. But yeah, I do have a couple of them. And there apparently is also a gallery that you can patch into for, if you use Steam. You can get into the Steam gallery, and there are apparently just tons and tons and tons of things that you can download for free out of their gigantic catalog of items and furniture and lighting and all kinds of stuff. A great resource to watch on here is my friend Dutch. He goes by his Twitch handle is the Dutch DMR. I'll give him a shout out here. That's his channel, and he also plays a lot of House Flipper as well. And he's a great resource for he has played this quite a bit more than I have, and he's phenomenal at it. He's really good at it. I really enjoy watching his streams. So yeah, he's another great resource as well. Sure, no problem. No problem at all. Sorry, so we got the pictures put up, we got the plant there, we got this, we've got the random remote control for no apparent reason. I'm thinking a painting above the couch. So decorations, hanging decorations. No, not wall signs, not miscellaneous. I want art. Pictures. There we go. Framed art? No, paintings. Okay. That took me far too long to get to. Let's see. This house is pretty modern, so I'm thinking something. We either have to go super old school, like a classic painting, or we need to go with more like contemporary modern art. Siro. Oh, a Sunday on La Grangette. That's such a cool painting. That's one of those paintings where if you can get up close to the original, you could stand there for like days and still see something new after an hour of looking at it. There's just so much going on in that painting. That's really pretty. Bizarro's landscape at La Patrie, I believe. I'm probably saying that wrong. Summer landscape, Siro, yeah. That's really pretty too. Wow, there's a lot of really pretty stuff in here. These are all just exorbitantly expensive. I can't be looking at these. Let's come down here to the less expensive paintings. I would love something landscape. Let's see. Landscape. Something landscape. I mean, I guess if we did like something like this, we could do large. Gotta get closer to the wall. And we just rotate it. Okay. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about this so far. Alright, so we've got a lot of that. I feel like something like a standing plant or something needs to be here. I feel like there's just this open bare area. It's kind of sitting weird with me. Let's go ahead and see if we have any standing plants that we could put there. Let's go with decorations, plants. Wait, what did that say? Oh, standing decorations. A water wall. No, that's too big, I think. Oh, let's grab one of these, a vase. And we can put it there. Alright, and then we need a little something here. Just a little something. I think some of these are really tiny, like this one. Yep, perfect. Just let go of that before I was ready to. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we could probably. Yeah, we definitely need a little. Just something here. I don't know what it is I want, but I just feel like something needs to be there. Freestanding walls? No. What about... What about one of these guys? I feel like that sticks out too far. I may be out of luck here. I may be looking for something that doesn't exist. Alright, that I can deal with. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so we've got our patio furniture outside. All that looks good. We got the grill out there and whatnot. We've got the kitchen stuff done as well. The living room feels pretty cozy. Oh, we didn't put the donkeys in. Hold on. We gotta have the donkeys somewhere. Can't decorate a house without the donkeys. I don't know why it amuses me to no end to put these in every single place. Alright, there we go. Let's see, artwork wise, we've got a lot of art in here. I feel like we really have room in the kitchen. We could put something here. So let's go back. See, is there anything kind of modern in here in the photos category? This is tough. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to drop to paintings again. And this time let's just start at the bottom. Work our way up. Now it's only $5. Painting a cat guarding the night. That's cool as heck. Let's go even bigger. Oh, that was a large jump. Okay, that's no. All right, nice piece of original art there on the wall. What else can we put here? Same kind of thought process. Modern, but, you know, we're trying to slowly kind of soften as we move deeper into the house. The vase with flowers is nice. We've got plenty of plants in the house. Really torn. I'm gonna go back down here. That's cool. It's not hitting me, right? Let's try. Good grief. The painting sizes are not very consistent. What happens if we turn that? Yeah, I like that a lot. Kind of offsets the... Alright, oh, that's the garage. The streaming room already has all the artwork and stuff up on the walls, so that's fine. The bathroom is kind of wall to wall. There's really nowhere to put a photo in here, a picture. Hey, Dutch. Squeeze me. Why did I get shouted out? You received a shout out because the Beef Supreme, a person here in chat, was asking about like DLCs and extra decorations and furniture, and I told them about what I had, but I said that they should also check out your stream because you tend to use stuff from the gallery and you know a lot more about that than I do, and that you would be a good resource to watch your stream and to see what you do and the stuff that you use. So yeah, so that's why you got a shout out. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, so that's the garage. Garage is done. It has art on the walls. The bathroom, no room for art on the walls. In here, we decided that we put that one picture up, but this, the room's already tipped pretty heavy that way in high items. So we just have a little bit of art in here, and we've already got a picture in the bathroom. So those are done. let's see. Come back this way. And it is dark. Speaking of dark, we could probably put some porch lights out here. So let's do outside lights. I'm thinking we'll do the hanging lamps on either side of the doorway. Like one there. One there. And we're going to need a light switch out here because otherwise they won't work. Oh wait, yes they will. I can just do that. And I wonder if I can put one in... Will it let me put one in the ceiling? Outside? Let's see. I just have a lot of custom items that I specifically picked. Feel free to share my pictures if you like. Negative. Okay, yeah, you can't. Alright. Alright, so... Well, maybe we can stick some of these outdoor solar lamps. That's nice. Gives it all... It doesn't throw much light, but it gives it a nice little glow. Yeah, that's not bad. We could probably put those same... Or like one of those same lamps out here. Be cool if we could put a light in the pool, like under the water. Yeah, I think that should be enough for right now. Trying to remember, we'll go around the front here. Alright, to just add some symmetry here. Didn't mean to deselect that. There we go. Alright, I think we can get rid of all the extras out here. There we go. Yeah, and that's all closed off, so... Yeah, everything's cleaned up, everything's... Alright. Yeah, this feels pretty homey. Not too bad. All right, we got rid of all of our. Just as I started to finish, I was like, "Do I want to put a rug in here?" I almost feel like there should be one. Because the floor is patterned, we can't get too carried away with the pattern. How big is this guy? Yeah, so if we aligned it to the couch, it's gonna feel kind of awkward because of how everything's like a little bit offset. So that's probably not gonna, we probably won't be able to do that. That's fine. Alright, I think that is gonna do it. So, we are gonna stand. This house took a particularly long time for some reason. Yeah, we are gonna stand here at the gate, and we are going to sell the house. It is decked out. It is ready to go. Submit garden for contest. No, because the garden, and I'm using air quotes, the garden is literally rock. That's all there is. There's just a lot of rock. Put the house on auction. All right, we bought the house for $107,000. The parcel area is $679. The house has 156 of that. It has a room count of 9. We currently have about we have over $750,000 in the bank. We have been working on this house for 11 hours. Yeah, I've probably worked on this house longer than any of the other houses, because we essentially like stripped it down to the studs and started over almost. We just did so much work to this house. Okay, we bought it for 107 and we sunk a bunch into it with like furniture and whatnot. So I'm not sure what we're gonna get out of this. I'm just gonna take a wild stab. I'm going to guess a profit of only like 10, 15 grand. I don't think we're gonna make much profit off of this at all. We bought it expensive and we sunk way too much money into it, so I don't think. Okay, Dutch is saying 145. All right, good. Anybody else has a guess? Feel free to put it in chat. You're more than welcome. I'll wait to press the button here for a second. But yeah, I feel like I spent too much time and money on this house. Normally I do flip these faster than this one. But all right. Be Supreme saying 134. All right, so and I was saying, let's see, I got 107. I said it was on like 10 or 15, so I'll take like the 120 mark. So all right, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm wrong. 145. All right, they're already over touches. 150, 160. Okay, that is more than twice the profit I was expecting to make. The house price 107 cost us $632 in renovation. We spent $25,000 in furniture. However, we sold 10,000 of stuff that was in the house. Don't question me. Yeah, we didn't negotiate. We didn't cancel. So yeah, a tidy little profit of $38,000. She has a lot of positive opinions. Her only negative opinion was clean, although a little artistic disorder would not bother me. So she's saying we could have left it a little dirty and it would have been fine. Apparently we tried too hard. We will go ahead and we will accept the offer. Oh, with more paintings, I would have made more money. Oh, interesting. Okay. And here are the makeover before and after shots. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Not too shabby. It's taking a while to load there. All right, we are back at the office. Go ahead inside. We will go into the office. And let's take a look at the computer. Why didn't you do the garden? With the garden, you'd easily have 15 to 20. I didn't, there wasn't a garden. There was just rocks in the yard. I didn't plant anything outside. I literally did nothing outside on this house. This is like the first house I didn't do anything on the outside of it. That's just a rock yard counts as modern? Huh. I had no idea. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so the next house up on the list is Unsatisfying Effect. 169, one floor, 3 rooms. For sale, a house belonging in the city. Condition, fixer-upper. Okay, so the yard desperately needs work. Yeah, I gotta mow the whole yard. The inside doesn't look that bad. This is interesting. They have lots of sliding doors, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. That seems kind of high. Oh wait, but it's in the city. Okay. What house are we doing in versus? Oh, well, let's take a look at the houses. Let's see what I have left that I haven't touched any of these. There's unsatisfying, the stilt house, the garage with bunker. That's kind of a let's see, variable woman's house. What is a variable? Selling the house I just bought. I changed my mind. I want to buy back my old house. I don't know anything about this house. It looks good. Okay, so there's... well, it can't be this house because this house is already basically done. Let's see. What is semi-detached house? A house consisting of 2 independent living spaces. Oh, so it's got like a mother-in-law kind of like house in the back. Gotcha. House of the sea view. Now I remember cleaning this house and doing like interior work early in the game. That looks totally different than it did when I was in there. Wow, yeah, that's got a lot going on. Old house with none of the bunker houses. we're not doing any of the bunker houses because that's a house plus doing the bunker, and that's just a lot of work. Pink Kingdom, a unique opportunity. The stage star Bonnie B is selling her phenomenal home at a huge bargain price. Oh, goodness. No. Yeah, no bunker houses. Yeah, they're... Let's see. Century-old house. An old house which lived a captain well known in Sunset Bay. The house is in good condition but requires a deep cleaning. I remember this house. Okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this house had kind of a funky layout to it. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, this house was kind of weird. Modern house. This house is really cool. My friend, the night I was working on this house, one of my friends was watching, and they insisted that this house was haunted because every time I would change something in a room and I would like go to another part of the house, I would come back and it would be back the way it was before I changed it. Like for some reason it wasn't saving anything, and I don't know why. But yeah, this I had I had a load of problems with this house, so maybe this would be a good one, if for nothing else, for the weird things that keep happening whenever I do this house. So how do you feel? How you feeling about the modern one? Do you like the modern house? You may, but you gave this house eyeballs, so that's what let's see, and then there's the beach house, an accountant's house, and uninhabited. Oh, this is the house that's on the splash screen at the beginning of the game. The house was bought for refurbishment. The current owner did not have time to do it, so he's looking for a buyer. Price is final, ooh, that's a steep price. Yeah, this is the house that's on the beginning of the game. Interesting. And then the houses just keep getting bigger and bigger as we go down. Okay, let's this one, the Let It Snow, is that the one you used? Oh, I'm sorry, or is it the uninhabited? Is that the one you took? Yeah, that one, okay. Yeah, I think the modern house will actually work because it's a good size and it has a pretty decent floor plan that we could play with. Oh, where the tmaaz workshop is. Nice. Yeah, I think the modern house should work. I think we should be able to do that one. All right, so let's see where we're at. Oh, we're coming up on. Let's see. Knowing me, there is no floor plan. So when you do one of these, do you hold on one second? I apologize. I had something caught in my throat. When you do the houses, do you just like gut the entire site inside and just start over again? I'm curious how you're how you. I stripped the house of literally everything and build it from the ground. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's impressive. That's a lot of work. Oh, let me see. Bunch of notifications. Gotta turn all that. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing again. Okay. All right. So this will be just for the day-to-day stuff. I think the unsatisfying effect will be the next house we work on. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy it and we'll take a quick walkthrough. We're starting to get close on time here, so let's go ahead and we'll snag this one. We'll go ahead and we'll go to the house. I play like, okay, who's gonna live there? 2 people. Okay, I make it just for 2 people. 1 bed, 2 3 bath, big kitchen, living dining room. So. Oh, okay. Nice. All right. All right, so here we are on the street. It does look like... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Can I jump up on the fence? Y'all, the FBI car's back. Right there. The little red FBI car is back. Look at the pictures I sent. My latest house. Oh, cool. Okay. All right, so this is what we're working with. The front yard is a jungle. We desperately need to mow the grass. These weeds have grown for so long, they're flowering. They're actually kind of pretty. I love the 3 windows in the front. That's kind of cool. It's a long house, a long kind of 1 floor. All right, we have bushes all along this side. What do we have going on in the backyard here? Just a little tiny patio back here. Not much room at all back there. Yeah, this is a really shallow backyard. Lots of mature trees. All right, let's take a look inside and see what we're dealing with. This, I always found this interesting. When I first started playing this game, I kept every house that I was working on. I would walk up and the welcome mat would be inside the house. And I would pick it up and I would move it outside and I would set it down and I would go in and I'd start working. And one night, one of my friends from the UK was watching and she was like, "Why do you keep doing that?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "It's the welcome mat. It goes outside." She's like, "No, it doesn't. It goes inside." And I'm like, "No, it doesn't. The welcome mat is outside." Well, it turns out I had no idea, and neither did she. In the States, we tend to put our welcome mats outside the door. They're on the outside of the door. And apparently it's more common in European countries for the welcome mat to be inside the door, that you don't put it outside. And so that was when I started realizing that this game was made by European developers, because things like this, the welcome mat is always inside the door. So yeah, I thought that was interesting, but it was really funny the night it happened, because I'm like, who does this? Why does this keep happening? Okay, so we're inside. We're just gonna do a real quick walkthrough here. Okay, not bad at all. Minimal cleanup in here. The floors look nice and new. Okay, this is a very interesting little tiny room. Not sure what I'm gonna do here. There's clearly something behind this, so maybe when we go through here, we'll see what's on the other side of that. Yep, right there. Oh, for Pete's sake! What? It's just it's like a what do you call it? A wash closet or whatever? A WC? It's literally just room for a toilet. So we're gonna fix that. Okay, this is pretty messed up. All right. Okay. I have to work on that. There is something behind this wall. I'm looking at the mini map up there. There's a dead space here. Yeah, there's something back there. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. This is another thing that I've noticed they do. They have sliding glass doors on the inside of the house. I don't think I've ever seen that in a house in the States. Ooh, they got plaster damage here. Okay. So that's gonna have to be fixed. Let's see. Okay, bedtime for me. Have a good evening. I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, Dutch, have a great night. Thank you so much for coming in. It was wonderful to see you. And yeah, we'll definitely we'll talk more tomorrow, and here pretty soon we'll figure out what we're gonna do as far as the co-stream thing. So, but have a good night. Have some good sleeps, or good morning, as the case may be. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. So yeah. So that room. Let's. Okay. Here's a. What is that? A washer? A top load washer, maybe? There's a shower in here. Okay. So somebody stole all the toilets out of the house, apparently. Okay, another... Oh, this house has a weird layout. It's a really strange layout. This may be one of those ones where we yank the walls down and redo. Okay, nice big kitchen area. For some reason, there's furniture. There's a couch in the kitchen. We got all this going on. And then again, there's the sliding glass door inside the house. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of work. But we'll clean it up, and we'll get it cleaned up. We'll take care of the yard, and we'll get it squared away here, slowly but surely. And yeah, we'll be able to yeah, not too shabby. We'll definitely have our work cut out for us on this house. Let's go check out that back area again. Yeah, this is interesting. What an interesting layout. Okay. All right. Whoops. I got stuck on the furniture. I literally got stuck on the furniture. There we go. All right. I believe this is the door out. Yep. There we go. What does that newspaper say? Flipper News. Are they still alive? Huh. I think that's the first time I've realized you could read one of the newspapers. That's really funny. All right, let's go ahead, and we're gonna head back to the office. Oh, good grief. Kind of whipped the camera around there. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to, there we go. Got kind of carried away there. All right, we are back home in the office here. We'll go ahead and take a seat here in our office. Home sweet home. Yeah. So, with that being said, let's switch over to the workshop. All right, that is going to do it for this stream. As always, a gigantic, huge thank you to everybody who stopped by, to everybody who lurked, who said hi, to Beef Supreme for the new follow. Thank you so much. To Dutch for sharing his wisdom and his his skills in House Flipper. It's always greatly appreciated. To my friends Dutch, Dutch is also a friend. To my friends James and Rose, thank you so much for stopping by and for being a part of my world and for being part of the stream. Always greatly appreciated. So that is going to do it for this stream. We will be back on Friday, just about 44 hours from now. And not entirely sure what we're going to be playing yet, but we may do some House Flipper. We may switch over to the Tenants. Depending on who's around, we may squad up and play some games with other folks. Not entirely sure. We'll see when the time comes. But until then, as always, please be well and take care of one another and take care of yourself. Look out for yourself and look out for the folks that are around you. Please remember to treat yourself well and to treat yourself the same way that you would treat a best friend, because you deserve nothing less. So until next time, take care, and we'll talk to you real soon.